Welcome, everybody, to episode 9 of Star Road Now, Private Eyes. Last time on Star Road, Mr. Electros got run over by a car!
Hell
What
yeah.
will happen today on Star Road Now?
Maybe he'll get hit by a helicopter.
I broke
Star
a man's
Maybe
legs.
this time we'll break his arms.
Somewhere in the city of Electros,
Oh no.
Boy.
a slab of unfitting concrete from the Great Bridge of China lies broken. From its place, a long trail of blood leading to the form of a man slumped up against a wall. His breathing is heavy. His legs lie twisted, distorted, warped, clearly broken into a million different pieces. Occasionally, little spurts of blood fly from puncture wounds all over his chest. He grunts, pulling bits of rusted metal out of his legs and tossing them to the sides.
Sorry, my dear. Seems like the stars were a bit further away than I had once thought. I overshot them. I won't miss again.
He pulls out a pen from his pocket, clicks it once, but the ink just sprays worthlessly all over the ground, as if it had been cracked in the accident. He then pulls piece by piece shards of a damaged and broken cell phone. He sighs and tosses them to the ground as well. He then places his hand to the box on his side, and in moments, the box itself is gone, and a payphone stands in its place. He slowly slips 2 coins, bloody, from his pocket, and dials a number, grabbing the receiver and slowly taking it to its ear.
Greetings. Is this the photographer? Wonderful. My name is Edward Speedwagon. I have an incredibly important job for you.
What?
Oh boy.
Last time, the party uncovered the final secrets of the Star Road Research Facility. Star Road was a place where unsuspecting children were lured in to take part in a project known as the Requiem Experiments, run by a man known as Mr. Electros, or as the party knew him, Edwin Speedwagon. Renegade and Sebastian were able to save Rachel Krod from the depths of her own nocturne, a sort of safety bubble constructed by the stand We're Not Alone. On their way out, Jonah, Mercury, and Begolji confronted Mr. Electros, but were forced to flee as the entire city was sent into darkness by a mysterious stand controlled by Mr. Electros' daughter, Mercedes. Unable to bring Rachel to any proper medical professional for fear of Speedwagon's meddling, Begolji sets out to get the help of the only person he knows who can. They arrive at a seabound dock in China, where a few old members of the Turtleneck Gang lend them their ship and directions for a very special journey. Trash Island, the collective mass of garbage in the middle of the ocean, a remnant of humanity's reckless abandon. Getting there is a challenge, for the island itself has no constant location. Furthermore, no one should be able to live there. Should being the operative term. On top of this, it's the only place in the world not owned by any government or city. Therefore, nothing there could ever be manipulated by Neo-Tokyo's power. Or so Begolji hopes. Rachel's condition seems to be steady, but she won't last for much longer without the help of a professional. The Requiem arrow currently inside her stomach threatens to clip her new wings of freedom prematurely, should no one see to removing it. Currently, she lies in the cabin of the boat, resting peacefully in a bed. After one day's journey out into the ocean, the party takes a nap in the lower cabin of the ship. Renegade, Sebastian, Begolji, and Jonah take this time to recover and change into new, more appropriate attire.
Sebastian,
Mm-hmm.
who did your hair?
Oh. Well, I kind of did it myself.
Yourself.
Yes. Is it not awesome?
Silence.
Looks good, boss.
I can't tell if actually was just boosting your own ego or not.
How are you holding up, Grace?
It's mainly pity.
I'm holding up alright. But it's not my thing. She looks a little green.
I know how it is. It always takes a while to get your sea legs. Pops caffeine pill. Begolji, how much further? Do you know?
Well, according to the chart that my old mates gave me, well, in about a day's time, we should be there. How are things looking outside? Weather is still clear?
The only thing that's not doing well is Grace. She's still bent over with seasickness, but the weather looks clear so far.
Can't help but notice there are a few storm clouds on the horizon. They're not red tinted though, so it's almost a welcoming sign.
So I don't quite welcome the sight of that storm on the horizon.
Clouds don't look awfully threatening to me. Well, we should be fine.
Yeah.
Tell me, Begolji, how many times have you been at sea?
Once or twice.
I'll tell you from experience, the smallest storm on the sea can be quite deadly if people are not careful.
But those clouds look awfully far away. You don't think I would actually run into them?
Just stay alert.
That's your job, Jonah. You are on lookout.
Jonah just walks away and comes to the front of the ship, just kind of stares out.
What a badass.
I know he's upset, but God, he's kind of edgy.
Yeah, I thought I was bad.
Hey, are you sure that you two should be talking?
What?
Also, every time I look back at you, I swear it's like I'm in a cabin with two strangers. I cannot get used to that hair.
Change is change. I mean, it comes eventually.
Come on, a pompadour is always a great thing. I mean, look at you, Begolji. Where'd you get the suit?
Where'd you get yours?
Oh, I brought it from home. I've actually been working on these outfits for a while.
Ah, if you must know, I picked up my suit. Quick stop in the city. What do you think of the color?
Is it from that?
Color on you.
It is a very good color on you. It brings out your eyes.
Mr. Electros may be our enemy, but he does have a good fashion sense about him.
Feel it.
I can't argue with that. Honestly,
I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't a little bit, well, inspired by the suit that I picked up when I was staying at the hotel.
I don't blame you. His suits did always look pretty nice.
he had a style and he stuck with it.
But,
God, I can't believe that we're going to meet my old boss and you with your hair like that. Can't you, like, wash
How
it
many
with some
comments
seawater
about
fluid
his
or
hair are
something?
you gonna make?
I mean, it's better than the other style, I think.
Could be
Besides,
worse. Could be worse.
this is showing the Zeppeli pride.
After what, 4 years?
Yes.
The Zeppeli pride in what? Bird nests?
Says you, Mr. Cold, Dark, and Edgy.
Ugh, at least he's not green.
Hey,
There.
Puts her hands on the edge of the ship and just looks down.
What's wrong with green?
Nothing.
nothing.
Just one of the bats comes over and just pats her on the back, just like, there, let it all out.
Ever since I run in with those clowns, Green has seen better days.
She gives
Yeah,
a glare.
You're not right. You're not wrong. I meant. Oh boy.
God, I'm glad that stand is no more. Anyone seen Mercury? Is he doing okay?
No, hold on. I got this. One moment. I did. Hobbles down the stairs. Comes over to the cabin door and just
poor
bangs on it
Grace.
real quick. Hey, Mercury, you down there being a creepy ass vampire or something?
I think that's just his existence title.
After like a minute, come out. Yes, hello, Grace.
Hey, it took you long enough. What are you doing down there?
Nothing important. I cut my hair. Mercury hops up and looks at everyone else.
Hey.
Hey,
Looks at
about
Sebastian and Renegade. Where the fuck are they?
I will punch you in the shoulder again if you need a memory jog.
Oh, alright. Wow, everyone changed a lot.
I told you, I brought the change of clothes.
For the record, I didn't.
Yeah, Grace stayed the same.
Mercury, Renegade you know, but let me introduce you to Mr. Birdnest, according to Sebastian.
Hold on.
Oh, hello, Mr. Birdnest. How are you?
Nom.
Ah!
Hold on.
Mr. Birdnest over here decided that he... Mr. Birdnest over here decided that he wanted to cut his own hair, and he decided to use a wood chipper to do it.
Oh, come on.
Give it a
Don't be
break,
mean.
guys, for fuck's sake.
Begolji, a wood chipper? More like a belt sander.
Oh, come on, this is better than whenever I was younger. You should have seen it. I had a massive fro.
Grace, like, coughs. Hey, Begolji. Who even are we going to see?
Oh. Well, I'm glad that you asked. We're off to see an old boss of mine.
Ooh, Begolji backstory.
What?
Care to shed any more light on it than that, or?
I mean... Well, she's the leader of the Turtlenet gang, which was the gang which I was a part of for the formative years of my life.
Mortal enemy of the... What was it?
What? The Dreamwalkers? Well, our gang is pretty much the mortal enemy of anybody on Dream. We were, straight edge, you could say. And of course, over time we started to accrue more and more enemies as our little family started to grow.
Like, what sort of enemies?
Well, you know, Mr. Electros.
Yeah. How did you know him before?
Kind of interesting that you should ask that. All kind of came about when Nightmare Stand users started popping up over the city. You see, beating up people who were on Dream used to be fun. Now we've got to worry about them having stands.
Mercury thinks of the image of Begolji beating the shit out of someone.
Look, that was a long time ago. Things have changed now. Actually, thanks to my own boss, things have changed. She's the one who got me into music. Let's see, but... I actually can't remember the last time the full gang's been all together. We pretty much entirely disbanded around 10, 20 years ago. My old boss, she fled to the Trash Island to escape the city. Ever since all that went down, I eventually ended up meeting Jonah. But this is all recent stuff. I'm talking like this gang. Me and the boss, we go way, way back.
14 years ago, at an open-air diner in the eastern Electros district. We see a group of individuals adorned with heavy golden horseshoes as weaponry and large poofy turtlenecks as their insignias. A woman with an aura of confidence stands in the center of them, seeming to give a sort of a rousing speech, if you will. Aye, you know the drill, Neckies. One swift run, smash any cameras you find. Anything that catches your eye is yours for the keeping. I just want in one quick sweep. Shouldn't be any folks around at this time of night. Ain't that right, Begolji?
I already went through once. And I scared away anybody who might have been hanging around outside. So, the rest of you shouldn't have to worry about any run-ins. But if you do run into like a bum or a wino or whatever, you can break their teeth in.
The group of turtleneck gangs, also known as Neckies, seems to huddle in the dark facade of night, down the street and around the eaves, collectively all going towards the entrance of this building.
Yeah, well, come on, gang.
Oi, get a move on you, neckies! Get out of here!
Alright.
This guy stands for but a moment and gives Begolji an eye, almost as if he's thinking of saying something.
Right, you there, out with it. What's on your mind?
And he pulls at his necktie. I don't think anything of it, Begolji. I was just thinking about your teeth. Nothing important.
Come on, you daft sword, let's keep moving.
Duly noted.
Quickens the pace and gets in front of the pack.
You like his tie? What the hell's wrong with you, lad?
You almost got your teeth busted in yourself.
I know, I was trying to be polite, but I couldn't help but think his face looked crooked.
God, one incident and they're obsessed with busting in teeth all of a sudden.
Well, that was why they're... Right, Begolji. Come over here.
Yes.
You know as well as I do that you're looking for clues on my sister.
Yes, I am well aware of that.
Just make sure the boys don't hear this.
Yes, boss.
To them it stays a theft mission. They may steal whatever suits their fancy.
Yes, boss.
Right, let's make a move on.
It's about time.
Don't forget enjoying your step, Begolji. Say no vacation.
Begolji's going to suddenly raise up a golden horseshoe and bring it down hard on the lock on the door.
Yeah, roll a d6 plus 5 for bronze.
Damn, past Begolji was buff.
Buff Golgi.
Buff gold.
Begolji.
Oh, unfortunate. Well,
Give me a hand here with this, won't you?
see, the problem, Begolji, is that, she swings it open. It has already unlocked. You're trying to open up a door that has no lock.
Excuse me for getting ahead of myself.
Steps inside and grabs an apple and tosses it up and down.
I was just a little bit excited to finally crack open this walnut.
This is about the last place I saw her.
Begolji throws up an apple and tries to hit it with the horseshoe.
Yeah, I'd imagine he does so expertly, and she just looks over like, the hell are you doing that for? Enough goofing around.
Yes, boss.
Now, I want you to keep your eyes out. I don't know what type of a security thing we're dealing with. You see anything, you give it a good old whacking with your horseshoes now, don't you?
This place is just some hoity-toity cafe. Security shouldn't be too tight around here.
That's what you think? I just don't know what they would want with my sister. If anything.
Oh, look at that over there.
Hmm.
Where exactly are we? Are we like up on top?
This looks like a reception room, and there's a door down by that tree to the left which leads into the main lobby. I will also point this out for everybody else. To those of you who are having this place described to you, this place looks pretty familiar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were down here.
Most
Yes. Yes, we
Open
were.
air cafe. Anywho, Yeah, you're at a reception desk, and there looks to be a ledger and some other information over there.
You don't think it's anything, enemy gang related, don't you? Do you, S-Dog?
What did you say was that last part?
S-Dog. That's your nickname?
It's canon now!
Fucker, don't you do that. Don't you do that to me. Alright.
S-Dog.
S-Dog!
Fine, it's canon.
Hell yeah.
Stop. It's like, I can't be too sure. Be men.
Yeah. Yeah. S-Dog and P-Man.
I love it.
That's why we're going in without the loud folks.
S-Dog, we are the loud folks.
And as you come up to the desk, Begolji, there's a flicker. Like a light sparking, like there's a flicker of electricity and the slight movement of wind behind you. And both of you feel the sensation as if your chests were punctured by a hefty metal spike. You double over in pain, but the pain fades almost as quickly as it began. And behind the desk stands a man, his face obscured by bright, dancing lights.
Boss, I think I got shot.
I think I got shot. The man ignores them and rubs his hand under his chin.
Yes, your potential. It's phenomenal.
The hell was that? Shangdi looks left to right. Now who the hell are you?
I seem to be fine, so... Look, whatever you did, I don't really care what you have to say. Why are you creeping around here so late at night?
He holds his hand out to his side, and a being appears before you.
Oh, crap, we got company.
This
He says, holding his hand out to the side.
is a stand.
Shut up, you little kid! I'm gonna swing the horseshoe at him.
Alright, roll props.
It's definitely gonna, like, lunge across the desk at him.
The man doesn't move at all. Begolji, your hand, it goes over the desk. Laid out on the desk already. You noticed it, you didn't think much of it, but your hand passes over a ballpoint pen. And then suddenly, there's a blast of power. And instead of a ballpoint pen, there is a large metal crate. The crate appears instantaneously between you and the silhouetted figure, bisecting your hand and causing it to fall to the floor with a wet thump.
Oh shit! I'm gonna swing around on my other arm and try to, like, do, like, a left hook at him.
The man simply holds his hand out and catches your other hand with two of his fingers, displaying an insurmountable amount of strength.
Now you would be wise to listen to me, boy.
Boss, give me a hand here.
Yeah, Shangdi was already on it. She's leaping up over the desk and diving at him with two more. She's holding in her hands two more horseshoes, and she's going for clocks on the temples to this guy. Suddenly, the floor tile shifts, and the man is standing over here, and she falls and takes a stance next to the stand, looking at it and swinging a hand into the side, but her hand goes right through and slams into the concrete of the wall.
What the hell is that thing?
That's what I was trying to tell you, but you're so hasty on the matter.
My arm! Shit! My arm's gone! Shit. Golgi starts running.
The man shakes his head and looks over at Neo Tokyo.
What type of a potential did you see in them? Really? This isn't worth my time.
And the man disappears. Shangdi, eyes wide, pulls the horseshoe that got stuck in the wall out of it and rushes after Begolji real quick, following the trail of blood.
Boss! Boss, are you okay?
Hey, the hell happened? Are you not? I'm fine. What about you? Hold on a moment.
That thing didn't, like, curse you or anything. Oh, no, shit, I'm losing a lot of blood, aren't I?
Yes, you are. She pulls out a medical kit and starts bandaging up your arm. I'm not a trained doctor for nothing. Stay still, stay still. You're probably gonna get hit by shock soon and pass out.
We need to get out of here right now.
Yes. Find the other neckies. Whatever the hell it is. It took my sister.
Shit, you really think so?
What else of an
crap,
explanation
crap,
do you
crap.
think it could be, Begolji?
Stop, this is real bad.
Come on, let's get you out of here.
Okay, I'm on my way, boss.
It's not safe to keep that arm handing around like that. And the two of them rush back out towards Begolji's car.
Oh shit, my parents are gonna be real upset about this. Alright.
Wait, Begolji, are you
Yes,
trying
Jonah.
to say that the Shangdi person might have a stand?
Yeah, let me get to that. She does have a stand. We both got stands that night. But, ever since I lost my arm, things just kind of went downhill between us. And that was, yeah, that kind of punctuated the end of my gang life. After I lost my arm, I realized that it wasn't really the right thing for me. It was kind of a wake-up call for my parents, too. So yeah, that's kind of how it all went down. That's how we're enemies now. I'm unsure if Shangdi ever found out anything more about her sister.
Do you know what even, happened to her sister to begin with?
She just kind of disappeared around the area. That's why we were looking around the cafe. It seems like Mr. Electros has a favorite hangout spot in the city.
It's same.
You remember, it's the same cafe from our little experience with Heartbreak Wonderland. You remember it, don't you? Mr. Electros in the car with the camera.
Does everyone has their favorite hangout spots?
It would seem that way.
Jonah Joestar, it's been hard, but after but a moment, you get a slight spurt of signal, and your phone blings with a missed call.
I flipped my phone open to check who it was.
It's from Dawn.
Oh, done.
Dawn.
Should I... Begolji, do you think it's wise to risk a call?
Shit. Yeah.
It has a message. There's a voicemail.
If it's Dawn, we should give it a listen.
Oh, yes. I activate the voicemail.
As you start up the call, immediately you can hear the sounds of gunshots in the background, and the commotion of some larger vehicles. Hey, all of you. Not sure how things are going at Star Road, but I imagine this red storm has something to do with you guys. Yakety yak! She yells, and you hear someone else's voice in the background. And then you hear an impact and the splatter of blood.
Don't talk back.
Sorry, either it's you guys or it's the apocalypse, but I doubt that. Anyway, just calling to let you know not to worry about me. Handle whatever business you're up to. The police station should be able to hold out until reinforcements from the government arrive. We're landlocking communications until we can be sure that no one's feeding bad information overseas. I'll have to go silent for a time, but should you need it, drop by the police station. We're already providing refuge for many of the citizens. Stay safe, you lot. And the message clicks off.
Good old Dawn.
Damn.
I'm tempted to call her, but I'm not sure how wise that would be.
What? It doesn't seem like you have any more signal. Where do you think that short burst of it came from? Wait a second. Goldie's gonna rush outside the cabin and look out across the water.
Yeah? What you looking for?
Trash Island?
You swear you see, amongst all of the clouds, on the distance, white clouds of the day, you swear you see one that's slightly darker and black.
A cloud?
Cloud. Almost like smoke.
Wow. Everybody hold on to something. Begolji's gonna make a hard left.
Yeah?
Mercury just
Okay.
makes his shoes heavier.
Grace gets greener.
Jonah's been at sea before. She just kind of stands there.
Begolji's gonna pull up the chart. It's like, we were a little bit off. That's okay. You can make adjustments.
And, after a little bit longer of a ride, the boat docks at Trash Island.
Mercury has a clothespin around, over his nose.
You disembark at the dock, and already you get the feeling that this is not a normal place. Very faintest bit of a rainstorm has begun.
Bizarre point. I bought everybody clogs back at the city.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Renegade refuses.
Mercury looks up at the rain. Looks back down. Kind of shakes his head.
Sebastian kind of just pats his back.
Well, that's not quite as bad as you'd expect, right, guys?
Yeah.
This is hell.
Some of this stuff here is decades old. Hey, wait a minute, I had a phone like that.
Oh god, is this why you, came all the way out here? Because you two were fucking
Hey guys,
trash
look at
rats?
this. Look at this. It looks like a little ladybug. Isn't that funny?
Oh god. Begolji, now's not the time. We have other things to attend to.
You're right. I should hurry along now.
Mercury kind of mumbles to himself. When I first saw the news reports about this a few hundred years ago, I knew. I told the people that they shouldn't believe it, but no.
It's not in anybody's control. What government do you think would want to even claim this place? No government control, no cleanup.
True. Begolji, while we're here, do you know anyone else? Who did your arm?
Huh?
Who made your arm for you?
That's some salon runner in the inner city.
No. I think while we're here, we should probably get Jonah's arm looked at to make sure it's not made from bits of Electros.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine.
Like he embeds
Besides-
fucking flesh bits of himself into the arm? That's creepy,
No.
Seb.
Look, there's more urgent things to be concerned about right now, Sebastian.
From what I remember, prosthetics are made from very specific materials.
Yeah, most of it has to be outsourced.
I just thought that maybe he put, scrap metal from the street lamps.
You guys come across a large, almost it looks like an average house, honestly. Very well upkept, nice slanted tiled roofs and wooden walls and a brightly lit door. It's surrounded by garbage, but the house looks nice.
I'm surprised she still takes care of the place.
After you.
Oh, yes. Oh. I guess it's time for the rest of you to meet my old boss.
Enjoy the occasion.
Renegade grabs Sebastian's hand.
Begolji just opens the door. She already knows that we're on our way.
Begolji, the door swings open, and you see the back of a woman sitting at a table. She's, eating some sort of a soup. As the door opens, she just looks up and turns around slowly. Oi, Begolji! You fuck up? What are you doing here?
Bad time, boss?
I told you I was through with this business. Wasn't going to do it no more.
You still got the turtleneck on, boss.
She wipes her face.
Hard
That'll
to
do.
let go, hard to let go. Yes, I know.
Come on now, Nolly. You're looking rather haggard.
Everyone, take a seat.
Oh, there's a lot more in here than I thought there would be.
Excuse me,
go
I
for
don't
it.
suppose you have somewhere where this young woman can rest?
Yes, quite right. What's up with that?
Is the smell any less bad in here?
Yes, it smells lovely in here, actually. Very homely.
Mercury takes off the clothespin and is like, oh my god, you have made a place actually livable in hell.
Yes, I'm a human, not a savage.
I gently lay Rachel on the bed,
Boss.
on the couch here.
Boss, it's error related.
I see. I know these people are in the know-how.
That's why we came to you. We don't want you to get that involved. We just need you to save this young woman's life. We thought you would be the best.
She has an arrow inside of her.
Inside of her, you say?
Jonah just nods.
It's quite awful. It's you know who.
Just so long as you don't get me caught up in any more of this vampire madness, I'll be all good.
No more than necessary, boss.
Mercury looks around.
She seems to give Mercury an eye. There's this helmet over her head which has emotive eyes, which seem to match her emotions, and you realize that's a stand.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
She takes a step over and walks into the living room. Alright then, what's the situation with her? What else in the arrow? She looks dreadful.
She's been unconscious for a very long time.
12 years.
12 years, you say? Some sort of a coma, or what?
Yes, you could say
Something like
that.
that.
Medically induced. Kind of.
Medically induced coma.
Stand-induced more.
Yeah.
I have to ask, I heard what happened over there in Electros over the radio. You all from the mainland?
Yep.
Alright.
You seen it, right, Strong D? The red clouds,
I saw it.
the vampires. It's like one of your old fairy tales. Or at least what I thought was a fairy tale. There were truth to those stories?
I don't know how much truth there is to the story, but you'll bring a wounded onto my doorstep, I cannot turn you away.
We thank you, boss. We appreciate it.
You can use the guest room.
I can sleep up there, points to the rafters.
I don't remember installing those rafters.
There's already a soul Dracula up there. They're really comfy!
Good. Good to know all the special types.
Yes, all of my friends here have been gifted with stands as well.
She kind of bends over. One of your stronger types help me carry the girl.
Renegade starts to move, but Jonah beats her, and she's just...
You notice this lady is jacked. She's not weak. She's totally lying.
Just another soul Dracula just pops up and just floats over and kind of pokes her bicep, just like, damn! You're jacked!
She just shoos the bat away.
Oh, come on!
Sebastian, please teach Soul Dracula a bit of respect.
It makes Rachel weightless.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, she's already pretty damn thin.
She's pretty light.
Yeah.
She's probably under 100 pounds.
Yeah.
She's very light.
No, I can't always control them. You know, sometimes yeah, we got our own consciousness and everything.
Sunday,
I...
what's something that can transfer and manage fluids be of use to you in this?
Possibly.
The Rose of Sharon! My stand can help you with that then.
It's sanitary.
It is?
I don't want you to be coming in here if you don't not got the muck from the outside all over you. She grabs a device from here and just kind of points it at your feet. It seems to be a high-powered, like, cleansing device. Off with your boots. Go on now.
Right.
Mercury wants one.
I do what I can to clean the boots.
Right, just done this way. She opens up the door. You come into what looks like a little bit of a crazy fucking laboratory of sorts. She swings aside this curtain. There's like a robotic exoskeleton that looks uncomfortably like Begolji. She shoves it off the table and knocks it onto the floor, and she lays out Rachel on the table.
Jonah eyeballs it but doesn't say anything.
You can just see the face, like, down in the corner. There's clearly a horseshoe emblem on it. Alright, and she starts putting in a bunch of information on the side panel. And make yourself useful and start hooking up the IV. We got to keep her alive.
Right. Jonah will come over and start to do that.
Begolji's just gone kind of like, just turn around and just look at everybody like,
Should I go up there just in case she needs, universal donor blood?
that might be a good thing to go up and ask, yes?
Another thing. How are you holding up, Begolji?
I wonder if she still has my old bass guitar right here. Ah, yes, I'm doing... Okay, lots of old memories coming back.
She's got freaking adolescent fighting ducks over here.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, it's the 4-player arcade version. Look at this.
Neat.
Alright, she took this on a boat all the way here just to play it solo?
I don't know, you folks ever invite anyone over here?
Oh crap, I hope she's not been practicing all of these years.
Are you afraid you're gonna get
no.
beat?
No, she's going to murder us with this.
Mercury goes over and says, I remember when this came out.
If anyone's gonna kick ass, it's probably gonna be Renegade. She's been practicing with Midge.
I haven't been practicing that much.
Mm-hmm.
You go over there
Renegade.
like...
Alright, Renegade.
What?
A tournament?
I'm down.
Well, I've never been that good at video games, but...
That's what somebody who's really good at video games would say.
Mercury looks over his glasses and smirks.
Alright, well, what are you crazy kids? Talk a video game. He's gonna squeeze Renegade's hand that she had grabbed
You
his...
took my idea. I was gonna squeeze your hand. Damn it.
I'm gonna go back and make sure they don't need any more help.
Well, alright.
As he walks by, he's already changed from the dirty boots, left them at the door, and he's back in his normal suit boots.
If you need someone to do some surgery or whatever, I'm relatively trained.
I'll let her know.
I do work at a morgue.
That is fair, I'll let her know.
We've got 3 healers, someone with universal donor blood, a surgeon, and someone who can act as an IV.
You said that you work at the morgue, Mercury. Hopefully we won't be needing your skills.
Yeah, well, hopefully we won't need me.
Just the world's scariest EMT crew.
Yeah.
Hey, remember that time that we were, like, helping out children and now we look like a bunch of freaking scary child kidnappers? Real ironic, huh?
Jeez, don't lump me in with them.
Excuse me, I only put on sunglasses and cut my hair.
Yeah, but you already looked like a creepy child kidnapper.
I look
You did not.
Okay, fair.
Come on,
She
Mercury,
tilts her
the
head.
gloves.
Really?
Hey, I decided my fashion sense a long time ago.
Sebastian, you come upon the slightly cracked open door and you see Shang-Di and Jonah are to work situating Rachel up on this medical cot.
Damn it, Shang-Di. It seems to I may not be very well trained, but even I can see she doesn't have enough blood.
That is a fair enough point. Wonder if it's still have any tomatoes growing around back.
Do you folks need help in there?
She turns around and her eyes blink on. And a little bit of surprise, and then they narrow back around. Not particularly. I'm running a little low in blood. Anyone feel like making a hospital run?
Oh, hello.
Oh, right. Sebastian's blood is universal donor.
That's so.
Yes. And, there's 4 of us.
Is it sanitary?
I changed my boots.
Fine then. Come on in. It's an operating room though, so don't get your germs anywhere.
Oh, don't worry. He reaches into his bag and pulls out the supplies he always keeps on hand for him and Mercury. Puts on mask, puts on rubber gloves, the whole nine
Also,
yards.
now that I think of it, Shangdi, if you need another set of hands, Mercury out there has some training as a surgeon.
Honestly, the less people that would be in here, the better. But once you've made your impact, then you can head on out. Yes, come over. She's in dire need of something. And Sebastian, as you enter, you notice on this table to your right there is a television setup, some type of an old-timey radio tuned into the frequencies that might be going across the ocean.
Neat.
Sebastian, please stand by Rose of Sharon, please.
Oh, alright. I was gonna say, it's an old-fashioned setup you've got there.
As you get close to Rose of Sharon, the stand reaches out to you and lays a hand on you, and you feel a prick in your arm as little vines shoot out of Rose of Sharon's hand and into your veins, while more vines from the other side of Rose of Sharon stick into Rachel and start to transfer some of your blood.
That's a really cool image.
It is.
It really
It's
is.
really cool. She looks over at Sebastian in response. Lot of the stuff is hand-me-downs from my pa.
Oh.
Still works, still functional. Especially when you're trying to decipher Morse code signals from across seas. Or when you're trying to put on a rock concert. She winks.
Oh god, don't let you and Nick Leslie get in the same room.
Hey, no, be careful with that, buddy. I'll be right back.
Right. Sebastian, you start to feel a little dizzy. But Rose of Sharon pulls his vines out of you. Alright, that should be enough for her size.
Whew.
Could you send in Mercury? His hands might be needed as well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, though I think you should probably wait on bringing anyone else in until she gets back.
We only need a few people in here at a time, but if that's why I'm sending you out to retrieve Mercury.
She opens the door and comes in, carrying a few more things, some bandages, and a few sharp instruments.
If we need more of your blood, Sebastian, I've stored some of it inside of Rose of Sharon.
Smart.
So,
Hey, no, I'm going to need absolute concentration, so I'm going to have to ask that all of you get out of here.
right.
Go talk to Begolji, he knows his way around the place.
My stand is very long range, so it can remain here to assist you without me being there.
Hey. Well, she looks over at Rose.
Rose just kind of nods.
I suppose it won't hurt.
Rose's left hand that isn't connected to Rachel just kind of gives her a thumbs up.
I like to imagine that Rose of Sharon just always has that face.
Yes, definitely.
And always has arms crossed unless something else is happening.
That's a good image.
Thank you, Sebastian.
No problem.
If you get too dizzy, let me know.
Oh, it's fine. I've got 4 vampire bats that can give back some blood.
Oi, you two got back out here just in time. Renegade over here thinks that she can beat me at this game.
I think I can.
I could see it.
You want to have a go?
I've been practicing.
Oh,
So,
Oh, God.
get up here then and show me your skills. Come on.
fine. I will.
Begolji, I still need to pay you back for that time you distracted me with a mirror.
New brains, new brains, new brains. I'm gonna lose.
Oh,
Oh.
wow. Begolji effortlessly kicks your ass.
Yeah, that's why I play spells
Yeah.
on
Ah, well. You want to have another go? You don't seem like you were doing too well that round.
I sense a competition.
It's because we got something to take our minds off of things.
Ah, come on, who's for another round?
I'll take you on, Begolji.
Okay then, friend.
Excuse me, Renegade.
Step on up and try the master at his own game.
Oh, it's a
a close
close
match.
fight. It's a close match, but Begolji still comes out on top.
Damn, I'm out to practice.
Alright,
I
alright.
almost had you there.
Let's see if I can't dethrone this man.
Jonah just kind of plops up on the edge of the couch here. Get it in there, Sebastian.
I'll be player 2 this time. Sebastian, move over. You be player 1.
Alright.
Just to prove that the game's not rigged or anything, you know.
Mercury kind of just leans back and smiles.
Grace
Alright.
comes over and sits on the sofa.
Be forewarned, I am really out of practice on this.
Oh, give it your best shot, Sebastian. Don't be shy.
6 and 7. Sebastian just barely beaten again.
Yeah. Damn.
Okay, who's left?
Mercury, why don't you take a try?
Mercury.
Mercury,
Come
take
on.
him down.
Well, all
Get
right.
up.
Yeah, Mercury, you were around when this game was made, apparently.
Show us those vampire reflexes.
So, wait, have you played this game before?
Mercury looks at the controller. Yeah, maybe. I'm sure it'll come back in muscle memory, if anything.
We'll see about that.
Oof!
Oh!
Damn!
He tries, but Begolji still beats him.
Oh, come on, rematch.
A
Ah,
clean
sure.
sweep?
Damn. I mean, hey, he still hasn't beaten Grace yet.
Well, I mean, I'm the secret video game master. Everyone knows that.
I'm kind of scared of Grace.
Mercury in the 8th.
Oh, Mercury
Whoa.
takes a game!
Damn.
Shit.
Alright, gotta break the tie now.
Okay,
Wow,
tiebreaker. Let's go.
This is close. Wow! Hey,
Holy
Mercury
shit.
does it!
Oh, by the way, Mercury,
Hmm?
your little video game character fucking explodes.
Yeah, okay.
This gets added onto mine.
Alright, I see.
I feel like
Looks
there
like
was
I've won the
hack.
tiebreaker.
Yeah, definitely Begolji.
Grace, do you want to come up here and give it your best shot? See
Yeah,
if you can
sure.
succeed where Mercury has terribly failed.
Fuck it,
Oh,
always!
yeah, sure. Terribly failed, Begolji.
Grace comes up, puts her fingers down.
Flashback to an old tournament in a little known arcade in the corner of town 40 years
So
ago.
hold on. Grace
Mercury.
puts her fingers on it, and something appears in the lampshade looking over at the video game console.
Oh no.
Oh hell no.
Oh no.
Grace?
Agree.
Okay,
Oh, that's why I wasn't playing it!
You fuck off, mister.
Rhapsody slowly slinks back into the lampshade. Alright, and now I will roll for Grace. Come on. Second go.
Okay, second go, your call.
Son of a fucking bitch. Fine then.
Oh,
Yep,
that
you're
felt
the
like
king.
the same game twice in a row.
She goes and sits down. Don't you-
Well, it looks like I'm the undisputed master.
Yeah, sure. Mercury smirks.
1 week has passed. The party rests up and recuperates in Shangdi's house over the next week. They spend the time discussing a plan of dealing with Mr. Electros in the red skies of the city. Whenever they aren't discussing plans, Shangdi is in her study, operating on Rachel. After multiple hard nights' work, Shangdi returns to the party, latex gloves on, holding a golden arrow. At this point, I'm going to ask you, are we putting this arrow in Sanctuary?
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I'm bubbling it and we're sending it to June.
A few more nights pass. Shangdi works to keep Rachel alive and on the path to steady recovery, yet no one is allowed to see her in order to keep stress levels to a minimum. June waits patiently, along with the other children, inside of Sanctuary. After about 2 weeks have passed, one rainy morning on Trash Island, Shangdi comes to the party with a message. Renegade and Sebastian, you hear a knocking on the door.
Opens the door.
Hey, Taliyah, I want you out in the main room. Come on now.
Is Sebastian awake?
Asleep.
Kicks.
No.
Punch.
No.
Haban punch!
No.
Yes.
Renegade doesn't actually punch it.
No. She tried to gently shake him awake.
Kind of pulls out his glass. It's just like, I'm awake. No, the kids are doing okay.
Main room. Chongdi wants something. Rachel kisses his forehead. Just bolt before you can do anything. Haha.
She realizes I'm going to get her back later.
Hey, although you look alive.
Renegade looks up at Mercury after Chongdi says look alive.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just leave then.
Begolji comes in from outside this door over here, and as he enters, he places a blue bass guitar up against the wall.
Oh, nice.
Sorry.
Shangdi
Oh, is
looks
she-
over at Begolji. Hey, that working well for her?
Ah, yes. I've been working on my secret weapon. You know the one.
She narrows her eyes. I know the one, but I did not think that that was the time for that. She sighs. Aye, whatever.
I got to find something to do while I'm here, right?
And your music is a nice thing to listen to while working.
Thank you, boss.
How is she?
Alive and awake. She wants to meet Taliyah, but I would appreciate if it was done slowly. She's still very weak after all. It'll take time for her body to recover. She's requested to talk with the nice lady that spoke to her in her dreams.
Oh,
Really?
wait.
Renegade on
Looks
her.
at the mohawk. Yeah.
Where is she?
Wait, is that me?
Yes. What are the...
I
What
don't
other
know. She
lady
could be
did
talking
she
about her
know?
stand.
What? No.
Begolji just tosses Renegade the hat.
Just gonna
Just
sit on top of
suppress the
this
mohawk for now.
I'd have to like wet it down, and it would be fucking I'm keeping it.
I'm sure it won't be a problem. If you were to go first, that'd be lovely. She's out on the patio. Bring her in when you're done.
All right.
You got this, Ren.
Renegade takes the mask off and just kind of gives a look to Sebastian, like, "You sure?"
Yeah, Renegade, you open up the door and you see out on this patio overlooking the rest of the trash island a girl standing. She's wearing a gown and is barefoot. She seems to be willowy and frail. Her skin is fairer than most and she's ghastly thin. The light gown wrapped loosely around her flows softly in the breeze, the rainfall being shielded off of her by the roof of a circular gazebo overlooking a small forested area of Trash Island.
There she is.
Girl! It's the girl!
Renegade will walk up. Hi.
She slowly turns around. Ah, your voice sounds familiar. Who am I speaking to? And almost immediately you notice her pale complexion. She seems to have partially recovered, at least enough to stand, but she's barely able to manage that. And her eyes, they're glazed over, glossy, and white.
My name's Renegade. Renegade Styx.
You're Renegade Styx? She gives a faint, warm smile and her cheeks blush very slightly. I saw you in my dreams.
That's me. I've come a very long way to meet you.
Dr. Brando told me that it's been 12 years since I was last awake.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel 24.
That's understandable. It's been a very long time. And a lot of things have happened.
She, holds her hand out to the side, and you notice a ghastly form float out and look at you. Its eyes blink, and Rachel nods.
Hello, we're not alone.
I'm sorry if I think I might have attacked you.
It's alright.
She looks around with We're Not Alone. We're Not Alone's eyes looking left and right. There is the rest of everyone. I'd like to say thank you.
The rest of my friends?
There was more than just you in the dreams.
They're inside.
We're Not Alone vanishes, and Rachel takes very slow, plodding steps, her bare feet pressing against the cold stone. She walks back over.
Renegade will hold out a hand to Rachel.
Rachel will kind of bump into you, but as soon as she realizes you're holding out the hand, she very gently grasps it.
Renegade will try not to crush her tiny little frail body.
Wow!
So
That's a good line.
strong!
That's a good line. Thank
Say it
Rachel
less
for that.
aggressively, huh?
Renegade will pause. They're all really excited to meet you. I just try not to be overwhelmed by them. They're all eccentric in their own ways.
She seems to take a deep breath. I think that eccentric, but normal, or at least good, is a nice change of pace.
Alright. Renegade will start leading her inside.
What kind of person designed this building? It's just this random out my alleyway in a house.
Shangdi and Begolji, take a fucking guess.
Oh, I was gonna guess some other architect.
Oh, I see. That's funny. That's funny. No. Maybe, actually. No, you're right. No, you're
Yeah.
totally right. That could have
Yes.
happened.
That definitely could have happened.
Hell yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It really makes sense. Everyone, you notice the door open and Renegade comes in. Trailing behind her is a small, she almost looks like she's hiding behind Renegade, but she's certainly not making an active effort to. It's just the contrast between the two of them is that great. She steps into the room.
Everyone? This is Rachel.
Hello, Rachel. Jonah Joestar, at your service.
She, nudges Renegade a little bit as if, like, can I step out in front?
Yeah, she'll step to the side.
She'll slowly make her way, accidentally bump into Begolji. Hello, my name is Rachel Krod. Yeah.
Oh, hello, Rachel.
You see something peering out over her shoulders.
Jonah gets tense.
Renegade puts a hand on Jonah's shoulder.
Okay.
Mercury leans back to Sebastian a bit and is like, is that what Wonderland looks like?
He nods.
Well, I guess so.
Mercury waves.
Jonah waves.
The stand waves politely. Rachel smiles.
Sebastian is still like wringing his hands. Nice to see you again, Rachel.
Glad you made it. We were all worried about you.
You were all worried about me?
And a few other people as well.
Yeah, you were kind of in a bad spot there.
All of you, you saw Star Road.
You're right.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Hopefully only once.
Hmm.
Now Rachel wrings her hands together and just looks down. Did you, see anyone else?
Well, we didn't see anyone else in Star Road. However, we do have some other friends.
Oh, you totally don't have a surprise party planned for you or anything. No, no.
You
That
met.
would be silly.
Hell.
Especially with you in your condition right now. We wouldn't want you to crumble into dust.
You shouldn't have tried.
Surprise
you-
party.
You don't seem ready to travel yet, but at the very least, we can do this. Jonah's gonna call June on the phone.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah! Reunion! Let's go!
Bend a bizarre point and say that Jenna gets the busy number.
Oh, Sebastian's already called her.
Called her.
That's funny. So Sebastian already has her up open on like a phone and Jonah tries to call, it fails.
Yeah, Sebastian had already got June like a brand new like smartphone that has video call capability, and he's been doing
Yes!
a video call this
Okay,
entire
yes.
time.
Oh my god.
Yes!
That's a good bizarre point.
That's odd. Glances over at Sebastian.
You think I wasn't going to do this?
What are you doing over there? Get over here, you right bastard.
Yes, yes.
All
Come
of
on.
you are being weird. What's going on?
We have a surprise for you.
Sebastian squeezes past his sister and holds up the phone so that Rachel and June can see each other again. Say hi, June.
June gives a very small wave and smiles, and we're not alone's eyes kinda go wide, and just an absolute stream of tears start rolling down Rachel's face.
You know, if you want, Rachel, we can all go say hi for a little bit.
She Just... Yeah.
Alright, Grace, could you, scooch over a little, please?
Yeah, no problem.
And he'll offer a hand to Rachel to guide her to a comfortable sitting position on the couch behind him.
She takes a seat very slowly, still
Uh-huh.
crying very hard.
Alright, June?
Jonah just lightly pats Rachel on the shoulder, just as like a comforting gesture.
Let's have a party, I guess.
You notice June hop off of the monkey bars and go over to talk to another group of people.
I've been saving up and planning to get her one of those phones. I thought she might like it whenever Rachel comes back.
It was a wise decision, Sebastian.
And this Rachel, he'll carefully put the phone in her hands, is for you. It's got her number on it if you ever want to talk to her.
Thank you.
Of course. It's like I promised you. You're no longer alone.
Cheeky bastard.
Hey, when you're done making the kid cry, Begolji, come on over into the lounge. I got something we have to do.
Right away, boss.
Hey, I said when you're done making the kid cry, you can have your pity party for a bit.
Huh? I guess I should say hello. I'm the guy who was playing the guitar earlier.
Right, and I think they'd like to hear it. You're a pretty damn good player, Riverdance.
Chengdi, a moment, if you will.
She sighs. Hey, what is it?
I think it's plain to see, and obvious to say, but she's gone blind, hasn't she?
She's been blind her entire life.
She just kind of cocks her head at Jonah. And not from any of the stress that I've seen thus far. Seems she's been that way her whole life.
That's what I feared, but is there anything that can be done for her? Whatever it may cost, I can supply it, and if you need parts, Begolji can print them.
For the time being, don't concern yourself.
Jonah, what do you think this thing is in my arm, huh? This isn't some industrial printer. I can't print out prosthetic eyes.
Oh, and here I thought it could do anything.
Yeah, you can print water.
That was a one-time thing, Mercury.
Shogdi nods her head. It seems she's getting by fine with just her stand. But I thank you for the concern.
Just imagine she'd like to be able to use her own eyes someday when she's recovered enough.
When she has and when the time has come by.
All I'm asking is if it's possible.
Is it possible? Aye. Is it doable in 2 to 3 weeks' time? Nay.
Or not. But,
I think for the consideration for the future. Now what your goal should be is to allow her to rest up and recuperate so she doesn't go losing anything more than her eyes.
definitely. Again, Chengdi, thank you very much.
Aye, don't mention it. Thanks ain't something that you need. Go be thanking Begolji. He's the one that did all the work.
Seb is like kneeling on the ground in front of her, just like, and there was this time that Begolji 3D printed like 7 or so phones that he was going to use as a shield. That didn't work.
She's laughing and kind of smiling. She's not crying anymore as you started to share these dumb stories of Begolji.
You can't forget the time that Sebastian tried to make me do a backflip off a train.
And,
Oh,
Don't forget the road sign.
everyone who sees Jonah's face would notice, for the first time since they left the city, Jonah cracked a small smile.
and then that guy over there, man, he and we do this combo move once. He punched the ground with his stand, and we made it into a rose shotgun. That was crazy.
Begolji's just gonna outstretch an arm and just put it on Jonah's shoulder. Hi, Jonah.
Hi, Begolji.
Thanks for everything that you've done so far.
I can say the same to you.
Okay then, partner. Can you please let me through?
Shangdi looks up as you open the door. Not one for get-togethers?
You can say that. So, how are things looking?
They're not pretty. You should get in here. I want to know what you can hear.
Okay, we're all just going to take the headphones, I presume. I'm just going to adjust some dials on this machine right here. So, what exactly are we trying to get a read of anyway?
Honestly, just some sort of idea of what's going on over there. You say you found this man, Mr. Electros, but he ran away. What say we try and hunt him down for you?
You could have gone anywhere in the city.
Hey, that's fair, but it would not hurt getting a little information.
Yes, boss.
And stop with that, with the yes, boss, this and that.
Old habit.
We're through with it, Begolji. The whole thing
Yes,
blew up
I know, but...
and
Look, I can pretend, can't I?
you can pretend all you want, and it's not gonna bring the gang back together.
I don't know if anything can.
Alright, get your ears on. Let's go find out what's happening in that damn city.
Right away. Shandi, yes.
Mercury goes over to Jonah. Jonah, I noticed you haven't really been smiling lately. I know, all the stuff that's been happening, but, Mercury smiles. As someone who just started again after a few hundred years, don't make that into a habit. I kind of pat Jonah's shoulder, and then he feels a slight bit lighter, and I say, oh, lift your spirits.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, Mercury's so good.
God damn it, you cheesy bastard.
That's my line!
Oh, well, glad to help.
And everyone in front of you, you see materialized.
And Mercury, you should wear smiles more often. They suit you.
Heartbreak Wonderland comes out of the TV static and holds out tickets to all of you. And reappears in a glowing, floating island in the middle of nowhere. 4 floating arrows and bubbles surrounding the island. One of them blood red. Oh, we're not going to talk about why.
Alright, well, introductions are in order. Children, this is Rachel.
You hear sounds of gaming from inside of the gaming corner. Western Promise looks down as you approach. Yee.
Ah.
Steps to the side. Fucking nice timing, God!
Oh, that's always...
Holy hell.
That is always hilarious.
Oh, howdy, player 2. You got a little more spiky.
I did get a little more spiky. What's on the agenda today?
42 more levels of Superman mode, and then we're gonna go down to the Gunner Racer 5-7. If we can get past the hard boss, though, I kind of need some help for that one if you're willing.
Always willing.
Yeah, great, as always.
I wanted to get the Midge thing out of the way.
Yeah, no good. Kelly drops down off the monkey bars. It seems like as she lands, you notice her arms were actually kind of extra stretched, almost to like there was a little bit of sand connecting and they were, you know, slightly falling apart, but she was using that to become more dexterous. She drops down, lands, and smiles.
Smart.
Sebastian smiles and nods to Kelly.
Cole comes over, chucks the softball back to orange-colored Sky, who catches it, and sits down on the rung. So we got a new kid? Is that what's up?
Oh, well, this one can come and go a bit more, but remember the surprise party?
No, I don't remember.
Oh.
Who are we surprising?
Mercury stands behind Rachel and kind of points.
Oh, right! Surprise!
Mercury gives Cole a thumbs up.
Oh,
Boy,
Rachel gives a half smile.
that Rachel is Cole. The one.
Rachel's gaze seems to be drifting away from the other children.
The other one is Kelly. The one that Renegade went to go talk to is Midge. But the one that you know is just gonna gently nudge her forward towards June.
She's already walking over this way. You don't need to nudge her forward. She comes over. Rachel looks at June and very slowly walks through the grass, careful not to trip, wraps her arms around her, and hugs her close. Hello, June. I'm sorry it took me so long. June pats her back. We've been looking for you ever since. Found all of these others along the way. With a little bit of help from those guys and a heartbreak back there. She nods to the deer. It's good to see you again.
Sounds of video games can be heard from the shed.
The gamer corner.
The game.
Room.
I think that's a good surprise. Why don't we talk with the other kids? Give them some space, eh?
Cole just tilts his head. I don't quite get it. What's going on?
Cole, the fact is, those two were dear friends even before all this. And they're just now finally being able to see each other again. It's a beautiful moment, I know. Jonah wipes a tear out of his eye.
Cole just frowns. I guess.
Don't worry, you don't have to feel emotionally invested.
He shakes his head. Don't head if they're dead. I guess that's alright.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Mercury. Why don't we have a small ball game with the kids and such?
Huh. Well, oh, how's that sound?
Yeah, no. That's good. Hi, Kelly, you're still working on your catch? Kelly gives a toothy grin.
Yes, how are you doing, Kelly?
She sort of shrugs.
Anyway,
Stretches her arm down, but half of the forearm turns to sand and it stretches and from her shoulder reaches the ground and then slinks back up.
Oh,
That's actually very good to see that you're learning
That's
to
actually
master.
rather impressive.
The
She
fact that you're
smiles.
learning to master what has happened, that's very good.
She gives 2 thumbs up, slams her fists together, it becomes 1 fist.
oh my.
Oh my god.
I'm very proud of you, Kelly. I give Kelly a gentle head pat. Very gently.
It feels like you're patting sand.
No, I've been coming here, hanging here every day just to check on them.
Way to go!
Hello, orange-colored sky.
Hello!
It wasn't promise. Draw! And I pull out a finger gun.
Ye are no!
What?
Western Province pulls out an actual gun and shoots you.
Wow.
Fine, that's my fault.
Mercury looks at Jonah and says, "Well, what else did you think was gonna happen?"
Wow.
You're right. The mistake of my part is perfectly fine. You got me.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
And it steps back up, blocking the door.
Renegade looks up. I hear shenanigans.
Oh, it's alright. I think that's just the gunman from level 3 coming down to fight us because we ran away
Oh.
from them.
Fair enough.
Yeah. No, keep on your 6. I think they're still coming.
Fair enough, Mr. Promise. Fair enough.
Wait, but what's that one over there?
Mitch just does a double take. What in tarnation? Who invited the Bison in?
Act 2.
Hi. I got sorry.
Don't worry about it, Midge.
Loud gaming sounds. Yeah, but I'm done more worried about the fact we're about to lose this thing.
I love her.
These kids are great.
Okay.
Kids.
Alright, come on. Let's go have our little game. And no playing with Western Promise this time, Jonah. You'll get shot again. Or, you might get 2 chainsaws and whatever. That story still is crazy.
It keeps me on my
I'm
toes.
still convinced that you made half of it up.
I feel like it.
Mercury, I will tell you again. I wish I was, but I'm really not. And my honor as a Joestar, I assure you, not a bit of it was made up.
Oh, and Sebastian, as you walk by to come over to set up the ball game, you would notice that Rachel quickly gives June a kiss on the cheek and stands back up.
What good girls.
And the two of them come over, holding hands.
Oh. Hello, you two. We're about to play a small ball game. Would you like to join?
They kind of look at each other. Rachel's like, I think I'm going to sit it out.
That's fair. If I could make a suggestion, he points to the little. I assume this is like a jungle gym thing, if I recall.
Mhm.
Yeah, he just points over to that. Yeah, I kind of brought some pillows and put them on top of that. It's a good seat.
You read my mind. You really read my mind. Goddamn.
Richard's reading your mind. I'm timing the yeehaw.
Everybody knows my shit at this point. Anyway, June takes Rachel's hand and slowly pulls her up to the top of the jungle gym whereon Sebastian had set up a slight little pillow seat. And the two of them sit down and watch the ball game unfold and look around at all the dancing lights in Sanctuary, which, after all the long days, looks so much like stars.
Alright, so, do you have any visual yet?
Still trying to get close to the city. As you know, my stand, Green-Eyed Lady, well, it can turn itself into electricity and get closer to the buildings, and I can see through it. So, in the normal times, just trying to find the right electrical outlets to get into the place. This is going to sound weird, but there's like it seems there's a skyscraper on the bridge.
Oh, yeah, that's what... Wait. Did you seriously miss the time that we ran over Edwin with the car?
You're going to have to tell me what did that happen.
No. I'll tell you later. This is important right now.
Yes, it is a little more important, but seriously, you're going to have to tell me about that? That sounds like a fib.
I'm not fibbing. I promise. Okay, so exactly how do you think that we're going to be triangulating this guy's location? He could literally be anywhere. That's a stance power.
For starters, I think we should at least track down and see what's going on in the city. The rest of everybody, they all seem determined to get on back in there and take the fight to him. That Jonah fellow is hard to forced to back down, as you say.
He may be dense, but they're all a brave bunch.
Aye, so any sort of information we can find is I want to just get a lay of the land, see what's happened to the city while you've been gone.
Mm-hmm.
I do hope you know I've been keeping tabs on you.
Oh, I'm well aware. I figured that you would be.
Making sure you don't get into too much trouble.
Oh, I know that you've been eager to keep up on your part of the agreement. You know, the agreement that if either of us were to die, you know.
Aye.
Anyway, I appreciate that you're keeping tabs on everybody.
There's not much to ask about.
It's just reassuring to have the eye in the sky watching over you.
I cannot say it's very reassuring to all the folks here in Electros. After what happened that day, even I did not see it coming.
So, how's the island life been treating you?
His island life. What else do you think I'm going to get out of it? The water's the water, the trash is the trash, the plants are growing, that's a nice part.
I can't imagine that you're getting tired of it, are you?
Ah, no, not tired of it. Got a little bit of a project I'm working on. Kept my end of the bargain as well, you know. Anyway, plug yourself in. Let's get to going. I need to know what you can hear over there.
Alright, let's see, is there like any radio stations that I can tune into?
Radio stations, huh?
Yeah, just to get the gist. See if there's any like reports on what's happening.
Not from Electros.
Not
from other places.
Electros. Okay.
Electros, like Dawn said, has gone into a communication dead zone. There is nothing coming out of it right now.
Yeah. The entire city seems to be entirely off the grid now.
It's going to make things difficult.
One hell of a day.
No, I should not be bringing this up, but I must. Begolji. Have you heard any news? Have you found anything?
You're still thinking about it, right?
Of course I'm still thinking about it.
You said, when we first arrived, you said that you didn't want to get involved, but it's kind of funny that you say that, because us stepping foot on this island got you involved.
I'm well aware.
You're always welcome to come along with us.
She sits for a moment. Who's going to take care of that girl you found? I sure as hope you don't think that you think you're going to take her with you.
Oh, no, she's somewhere safe by now. I'm sure of it.
Oh, she's somewhere
wait,
safe by now. You mean in my living room?
No, not in your living room. She's with the other kids now.
Hey, you're saying that can just work that way? Hold on a moment, because I think I'm going to predict something of yours.
What?
She looks around the corner. Hey, from what I can tell, either we invited a whole slumber party over, or something of the sort, because my word...
So she didn't go?
She didn't go where? Grace looks up. Yo.
I guess that would make sense, since she's the only one who's still alive, that she wouldn't be able to be with the other children.
I'll keep a look after her. For all your sake.
Aye. She should be good with you, but the invitation still stands. I still...
She turns around and narrows her eyes. And don't think for a moment of sneaking her out of here without me knowing.
Don't worry about it. I wouldn't want to put her in any unnecessary danger.
Now you say that! You say that!
But You're right, I do say that. She's still with us. So I guess we kind of failed there.
We take matters as they come. And she puts back on her headset, the visor, and you notice the television screen flick to life with a vision of Electros City. And the speakers start to flow into Begolji's headphones and into this surround sound behind her, the sounds of Electros. Using Green-Eyed Lady and Crocodile Rock in conjunction, you're able to recover both the audio and the visual elements of the city. And as they watch, through Green-Eyed Lady's eyes as it enters into Electros, you see the streets have become like an apocalyptic wasteland. Above in the sky still swirl the threatening red clouds, making day indistinguishable from night. You search the streets high and low, running from light post to light post, occasionally jumping across pipes underneath the streets to reach new buildings. Vampires roam the streets everywhere. You encounter one or two fights between civilians and vampires, but because of the nature of Green-Eyed Lady, you cannot even attempt to save them. Doing so would put the entire operation at risk. All the while you search. You search for any signs of Electros. Hours pass. Brawls in the streets become the norm, and you no longer jump when you hear someone scream over the rooftops. It all melds together into a nightmarish reality that your brain is all too quick to accept. But not a sign. Not even a single trace. It's as if he disappeared off the face of the earth. The last glimpse you'd catch being his broken form on the Great Bridge. After quite some time, you see something. A flicker of light coming from the entrance to a subway station. And you hear the sounds of electricity arcing that you know oh so well. As you enter down into the subway station.
It's the subway. It's the subway.
Yes, it is the subway.
And as you walk down the stairs into the subway station, you hear the very slight echo of voices.
Alright. Just gonna go kind of around. Over the tracks. Do we hear where the voices are coming from?
They seem to be coming down from the tunnel.
The tunnel?
Mm-hmm. As you go down the tunnel, the voices start to get louder.
Okay, just so that we're not visible, I'm gonna go into the rail.
Okay, sounds good. All this is still visible. You notice something. Peer its head out of the wall and look down the hall.
Gotcha.
I do not like the look of that.
It's a good thing that we ducked down. That's Edward's stand.
Oh, you're not saying that's what you had to fight.
I wouldn't know it anywhere, but that's definitely Edward's stand. It's a close range one. He must be nearby.
Stay in the tracks. I don't think it's us.
Could be a trap.
Hey, it could be. Can always pull back.
Crap, he probably knew that we were looking for him.
Does he still remember me?
He gave me the impression that he does.
Then it's best we keep on our guards.
He could have just been acting like he knew who I was talking about.
It's safe not to assume. And as you get further, you see one Mr. Electros.
Does he have a train? Does he have a vampire train?
There's a train, a bunch of people set up
That's a
on it.
vampire train.
He's in a wheelchair, and you can overhear him saying things.
Okay, I'm going to try to get us a little bit closer.
Head to the power plant in the broadcast dials. Once the energies have been properly redirected, if all goes according to plan, I want you to take this train to the mainland. Start the rest of the plan by covering Asia. Find as many as you can. I'll handle the overseas, America, and Australia. If all goes well at the power plant, I'll be able to handle those continents myself.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you're saying this is a total world domination type deal?
Oh, that's at least what he's going for. Begolji's going to go for a map just to see like all the train routes out of the city.
You remember it from before. It's an absolute mess, but he's talking about the broadcast isles.
Okay.
You know where that is. It's on the far south side of Electros.
Alright. Once we depart, that's probably the best place to start if we want to intercept that train full of vampires.
This vampire to the side. And one of the police stations, sir.
I've sent Mercedes to dispatch them. There should be no more.
And the Joestar group.
Oh, the party that did this to my legs? If they haven't noticed it yet, it's far too late. They should be dead by now.
And then Speedwagon rolls his wheelchair aboard the train. And you notice the door closed,
Crap.
heading off in the direction of the broadcast isles.
This must be it.
What you got?
We should probably try to get to the broadcast isles as quickly as possible. That's where Edwin and his entire entourage of vampires are heading.
What could they possibly be doing there?
Well, it seems to be their almost like a pit stop on the way to the mainland.
And I hate to say this, Begolji, but something sticks out about what you just said. What does it mean they should be dead by now? Begolji and Shangdi, you awaken back in the audio room. 3 hours have passed, the rainstorm has grown stronger, and the sun has gone down. What did Mr. Electros mean when he said they should be dead? Renegade, Mercury, Sebastian, Jonah, you feel it as well. You were having your night, but now you just feel unnerved. You start getting this sensation of paranoia that someone is watching you. A rot works its way through the air as if everything has suddenly gotten darker. The air itself gets slightly harder to breathe as you feel the darkness set in, and the hair on the back of your neck stands on end. Jonah? The door is open a crack. When did it get like that?
Oh no.
Do you go over to the door, Jonah?
Fuck no. I'm not your typical horror movie protagonist.
Not this campaign.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a note of this. Mercury's gonna stop breathing.
Okay. And then, out of a moment, all of you hear a scream from the other room. It sounded like Grace.
Oh no.
Shit.
Well,
Oh, Seb is gonna flip over the back of the couch.
yeah, Begolji's definitely also going to do the same. Just get up as quickly as possible.
Sebastian, you probably don't need to say this, but the front door is cracked open. I think we have company.
Oh, Shangdi,
Out of the room.
they're already here.
Rachel looks up. Where's
Wait,
everyone going?
Wait, don't leave Rachel unattended.
Yes.
Rachel, come along with me now.
I should have suspected that anybody following us has already reached the island.
Uh-huh.
The This is a problem. I'm gonna start to get my eyes going. You check on the girl.
Everybody, we need to stick together. Shang-Chi, that means you too.
Hey, one moment. I just need to get a little surveillance.
Well, the rest of you go check on Grace. I'm not leaving anybody alone and unattended.
Didn't have to tell Sebastian twice. He's already pushed past and just...
Okay. Sebastian, you get an overwhelming sense of paranoia from this door. Something is horribly wrong.
Wait in here of Shangdi. Shangdi, keep your proverbial eyes on Rachel.
Hey, I gotcha.
Is there anywhere that I can get Rachel to hide?
She'll look at you. You wanted to try and get her to hide?
Yes, there needs to be like somewhere to hide around here, like a closet or like a...
She's super thin. Can she fit under the couch?
Like a
No.
bookcase? No.
no.
Okay, come with me, please.
Where are we going?
What's in
that
here?
that goes outside.
That's outside. Oh, we should probably get you far away from this building. There's something... going down. Look, the gist of it is that we were kind of followed here by somebody who wants to kill us.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Yes, that's very bad. Now, please follow me.
Okay, so are you going outside? Because Begolji,
Yes.
as soon as you open the door, it's there. You see something in the darkness. You hear a horrid hiss gurgle from its jagged mouth. Its gaze meets yours. Something dark and black like a hand shoots out of its shadow and wraps around your feet, gripping tight and pulling. You feel an overwhelming force of fear come over you, like you have to scream. The raindrops become louder, the wind becomes colder, all of your senses seem to increase dramatically, light becomes painful. You fall to the floor, shuddering in fear. You can't speak, only babble incoherently. Everything hurts. You are effectively knocked out.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
Rachel just hears this happen, hears you hit the ground, and says out loud, hello, Begolji? She kind of pulls at your hand. Begolji? Sebastian?
He had pulled out a talisman and proceeded to kick the door.
You're going to kick the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kick
Like
the door
open?
Kicking the door open so he can get a view of what's going on there. He's not going in yet.
Okay, you kick the door open. You get a view. Sebastian, Grace is on the ground. Something dark is wrapped around her. And Sebastian, you see something wicked. And as soon as you open it, you'll hear the same thing. A hiss gurgles from it. Its gaze meets yours. A black hand shoots out from its shadow, and you fall to the ground, babbling incoherently. Everything hurts like hell. You're knocked out.
Shit.
Monologue action. The stand attacks by looking you in the eye.
You're shaken, Jonah. It does not. Rachel slowly starts to patter back. Guys, your other friend hit the floor.
Can I drag Sebastian out of the doorway?
Yeah, you can. Renegade, when you get to Sebastian, there's like something dark and shadowy wrapping all the way around him as you drag him out. Sebastian is like, yeah, he's shivering.
Can he be pointing at the door just like...
I know you
It's really
cursed the
funny.
cowardly dog!
I love it. Very, very good babbling, Richard.
It's all the way around him?
Yeah. Like, you touch it, and it's sucking darkness, and as you touch it, you smell something really strongly? Like wood? Like, the wooden floor is... You're very aware that floor is wood.
Huh.
Should I try to hum on the darkness?
That might be a good idea.
I don't see why not. At the very least, it'll give us a clue.
Can I like grab Sebastian's face? Which way is Mercury facing? Where is he looking?
I'd be looking through the door. So
Into where
Like
Rachel
Jonah?
is?
Yeah, into where Rachel is.
Cool. I'm gonna Haman healing Sebastian, but I'm gonna
Thing.
kiss of life him. Cause fuck you, I'm cheating.
Okay. Well, Renegade, you activated a villainous action.
There we go!
Darkness.
Hey! There it is.
If someone goes down, shadows overwhelm their body, and anyone trying to use Haman on them gets a nasty shock.
Ow.
So, Renegade, you take 7, and the kiss of life, your lips just sting like hell.
Ow! Alright, Haman's a bad idea! Good to know!
Mercury's gonna walk in. Alright, well, where's Begolji?
He fell and won't get back up, and she's, you notice Shangdi's, like, slumped against this thing, just kinda, there's darkness around her.
Son of a bitch.
I don't
Okay, we're
suppose I
down
can make a,
4.
I don't suppose I can make a monologue action again.
I'll allow it, dude. Go ahead.
Do it.
The stand attacks you when you observe it.
The stand attacks you when you observe it. You're partially correct. I'll drop its bizarre field by 1.
Ooh.
Yay.
Everyone, whatever it is, try not to look at it. I have the strong feeling that it only attacks you if you see it.
Is this directly or indirectly? Here's a question.
Judging from Shangdi, I would say it doesn't matter.
Especially since Rachel's fine.
Rachel, I don't mean to put this on you. It's way too early that you should have to worry about this, but if there is ever a time to call not alone,
Now is not that time.
you're right.
She's gonna sit
You should
down
be safe at least.
and put her back up against the wall, and she just kind of puts her head down into her knees and seems to have a sort of like a thinking pose. You said that Sebastian is also...
Sebastian's down.
She points a finger around the corner. Begolji tried to lead me outside.
Did you see how far he got?
Not far.
Well, in that case, it's probably not safe to leave him out there. Mercury's going to close his eyes, walk over here, and attempt to estimate where Begolji is and grab him to bring him in.
He's gonna close his eyes?
Yep.
Okay. Mercury. The villainous action was, if anyone attempts to close their eyes so as to not observe this stand,
Okay.
you see it on the back of your eyelids.
Oh, fuck.
Mercury
Really?
falls over. Mercury, you are down.
Oh, fuck.
No, it's just me and Jonah and Rachel. Oh my god.
Mercury, by the way, is on the floor in the room. He's sort of hyperventilating. He looks like his eyes are rapidly moving around.
Wow, that hasn't happened since I punched him in the shoulder and he got all dirty.
Shangdi, you can't see her eyes because they're behind the visor, but she's, like, gripping really tight to the sofa.
Mercury, I don't know if you can hear me, but if you can, try to give some indication of what's going on.
They look to be afraid.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
I'm actually afraid right now.
I too am afraid. It's Renegade and Jonah, and I'm not very good at figuring stuff out.
Team Braun.
Renegade,
Oh, fuck.
you hear a floorboard creak behind you.
It's something to do with the wood. That's all I know. I'm not looking that way. I am going to step into the room, close the door. I don't like this, Jonah.
Renegade, I'm with you on that.
Out in the hallway, Renegade. Walk right up to the door. And Jonah, would you happen to be looking out the window at any point?
No, I'd be looking towards Renegade.
No, you'd probably be closing the blinds, right, Jonah?
Back it up. Back it up. Do. Shut the blinds.
You're gonna shut the blinds? Okay.
Oh.
Looking
Waiting for
towards
the
the room.
that activates the villainous action.
It doesn't.
Thank God.
I'm also going to call Rose of Sharon.
Okay, you call Rose of Sharon to you.
The menacing music has stopped. All the doors, all the ways to see out of this room are closed.
I don't think
There's
I can get into the room.
I don't think it can get into the room. Was there windows in the room that Grace is in?
Yeah, there was a window looking out across to the ocean.
Jonah is going to shimmy, keeping his back to the wall as much as possible, and shut this fucking door.
Oh, it is. Oh, you're right. It wasn't fully
Mercury
shut.
did open it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You shut it.
And I'll pull Mercury back a little bit too.
Oh, no.
Okay, okay, wood. Something about wood. Was there any specific scent of wood, or was it just the floor is really wooden that I got for dragging Sebastian?
Hey, Renegade.
There's a knock at the door.
Uh-huh.
Go away, we're not alone, I don't care. I'm not opening the door. If you don't have a warrant for my arrest.
Jonah, over by your door.
You can kindly go fuck yourself, sir.
2 knocks. 1 on the window, tapping at the blind. There are knocks all around you. One on the wall next to you. 1 on the blinds. 1 on the other door. Knocks coming in.
Okay.
They need to be let in.
Renegade, yeah. It hunts by knocking and and get you to open the doors or open entrances that way.
It appears behind doors, yes.
Sorry, you're monologuing, Adam?
Should I, guys?
Yes.
That's fucking. I'm already
Yes.
shaking.
You're already shaken.
Yep.
It's too late because I'm gonna do something unopposed to you.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
It's just me, guys.
Adam,
Yep. Bye, Renegade.
there's a shattering of glass.
Fuck.
As whatever it is punches the fucking window open and leaps into the room as the glass shatters all around you.
Oh, I get it.
Jonah, there's something behind you. You feel something breathing down your neck.
Rose of Sharon! Rose is gonna start punching the air behind my neck.
Well, unfortunately, you were shaken, so the thing sidesweeps your legs. You fall face down,
Damn.
and your eyes look back out the window. Something shoots and wraps around you. Jonah, you fall to the floor babbling incoherently.
Alright, I'm-
Rose!
I'm gonna have to knock him out at this rate.
slap at it while he's going aura.
The thing
Yes.
looks up at you and tilts its head. It looks like a wicked, warped piece of flesh covered in barnacles. It blinks once, Renegade. The fear seeps in further. This thing is terrifying, and it continues to knock at the door behind you.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a minute. I'm... What?
And it steps out of the room. Renegade? You notice as... Well, you hear the banging behind you. You're looking away, you're trying to keep your eyes away from the window, and... You just hear the soft patter of feet. as Rachel gets up and calmly steps over Mercury and unlocks the door.
Huh?
I told you that Rachel has 1 in bronze and 1 in bravery. She has a 6 in brains.
Yes!
She looks back at Renegade and tilts her head. It's alright. I've figured it out. And she slowly takes shaky step after step out into the rainy island, where she sees, well, she doesn't see, but Begolji is being taken away by 3 of these things. The mud splashing her bare feet, she seems to make an effort not to trip and fall in her weakness. The stands stay there, staring at her, unmoving. And she raises her voice, calling back to Renegade. It needs to scare you, to hurt you. If I can't see it... And as she reaches it, it backs away. Moment after moment as she approaches it, she holds her hand out, and as she holds her hand there, We're Not Alone springs from her hand and grips the stand. Holding tight onto the terse fabric of its shirt, its energies start coursing into the stand's body, pushing a deadly medicine into its veins. Stars fly out to either side and slam in to the other 2 stands, using the stars in Rachel's hair as ammunition, like spinning blades. And with a quick whisper of a hiss, the stands disperse into smoke. I'm gonna lower the bizarre field by 1, and Begolji, the shadow goes away. Sebastian, I'm gonna give you sight, and Mercury's up.
Huh.
Begolji's gonna run back inside.
Do I still feel terrified?
No. Well, yeah, you have the paranoia. More importantly, there's something banging on the door to your left. Do you look over?
No. I have an idea. Yeah, he's gonna stand up and he's not gonna look towards where he hears the sounds. He's not gonna close his eyes. No, instead he's gonna push up his glasses and pull out some talismans. I'm an idiot for getting so scared. Don't have to fear any of this. And he's going to wrap himself with hormone talismans.
Wrap himself with the talismans.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
To essentially give himself hormone armor and to cover his eyes, but he's not closing them.
The talismans cover your eyes?
Yes.
You're intentionally doing that.
Yes.
That's gonna reactivate the villainous action.
Fuck. Alright, so it's not just closing the eyes, it's covering them, period.
Yeah, Sebastian immediately. It's like you take one moment and then you're wham right back down. You hear Sebastian hit the floor again.
You know what? Why not? I'll monologue it. Who knows?
What are you monologuing?
Well, I wasn't really too aware, but Renegade, when you saw it, you didn't fall down, right?
I've been fine the entire time. I did see the thing, but it didn't do anything to me.
Okay, and then Jonah looked outside and it did it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe only one part of the colony can make someone scared.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep, that is all 5. Okay, thank you. Alright. So this is... There's no one here to monologue this at you. This is the stand. Night Porter. The stand is in the air itself. Anyone who breathes the air is affected by paranoia. If you are to actively search it out, you'll find it. If you look at it, or if it's able to startle you in any way, it will wrap its way around you and cause all of your senses to become dramatically exaggerated. The smoke itself and the stand itself is able to exaggerate any of your senses at any point for any particular reason it might want to. It is a colony stand, as well as you just discovered, it can only take one person per bit.
Instance, yeah.
And one of my other things was it hyper advances all of the senses, and one of the other reasons why we just babble about is sensory overload.
Yeah. But no, it kind of does that to make you jumpy.
Yeah.
Rachel will slowly step back inside and look around. Oh, are some of you starting to feel better?
I'm feeling a bit better.
You notice we're not alone, coming out of her arm for a moment to observe the room. I'm glad I guessed right that it was outside. She smiles.
Yeah?
She sits down against the wall.
Good guess.
Jonah's just still going there. While
just slapping
Can I
the
knock him
air.
out? Can I actually knock him out?
No, you probably shouldn't do that.
Rachel
Why
shakes her head
not?
slowly.
Once we take out the one that has him, then, well,
You hear more footsteps. Outside, something splashing around in the mud,
Ah, Mudman.
and Begolji.
Ah.
You're gonna have something breathing down your neck. It's gonna dramatically increase the sensation of its breath on your neck to make this incredibly unnerving for you in an attempt to get you to turn around.
Ew. Also, I get another +2 for gang affiliation. As a Turtle Club gang member, I'm not allowed to be afraid.
Give it to you!
hell yeah.
For fuck's sake!
You gotta impress your boss, right over there.
Yeah, your boss is currently babbling incoherently on the couch.
I can't tell that they're knocked out. I was just outside.
Yeah, believe it or not, you beat it. You're able to come in.
Easy.
Oh.
You feel something at your back, but you step inside nonetheless. There's still more movement. Like, you guys hear so much movement. They're entering the house. You're almost positive of that.
There's a very important question you all should be asking yourselves right now.
There's a lot of important.
Where the fuck is the stand user?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's not a fish, is he?
I
We're
could-
not dealing with a fish stand user, are we?
This door has a lock, yeah.
Most doors do, yeah.
Okay. Can Renegade just before walking over just lock the door?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And she's Mercury. I might want to back up.
A heal G. For how much?
Look, over half now.
A heal G.
Yes.
I'll bring out Act 2.
I'm gonna spend Bizarre Point just to say that I have my guitar with me. That it was
Okay.
in this room this whole time.
Okay.
Alright, now time to try out my new secret weapon. Renegade, think you can get me up to the roof?
Yeah, easy.
Okay.
I really hope this is what I think it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna step into Kung Fu fighting and try to get up on top of the roof of the building.
Okay. You spring yourself up to the roof.
And I'm going to bring out Crocodile Rock and just kind of have it just spread out across. And I'm going to listen for where the stand user is. Alright, I'm going to go stand user hunting.
Well, Duncan, you remember before, when you were coming here, you saw a cloud of black smoke on the horizon.
Yes, and that wasn't the Shanbi's stand, was it?
No, it was, from your assumption, a
Was it
boat.
a boat? Okay. Yeah, so they
It's-
got to the island before us, right?
It's not... You can't hear it anywhere. The user isn't close. But you'd have to
Ah.
guess they're on that boat, wherever that boat may be.
Oh, so it's like a super long range stand. Okay. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Is the stand user the boat?
No,
Is the smog from the boat what we were
Stop.
breathing in the air creating these stands?
that's hilarious. Stop it. Why is that better than my plan? Anyway, yeah, your best assumption is they're not on the island right now.
Okay. Then I'm just going to have Crocodile Rock just fan out and electrocute as many of these stands as possible.
You're mainly gonna hear that a lot of them are in this hallway.
I'm going to send these 4 into the hallway,
Okay.
and these 4 will attack these.
Okay, you get to make 2 attacks per turn, so... Ooh! It just barely beats you on the first one. The one in the hallway. At the door, the one that was knocking.
You said that it was in the air, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my body mastery as a vampire to squeeze all the air out of my lungs and then use that clothespin and stuff to make it where I'm not breathing?
Oh my god, so you want to, like, expunge all the gas from your body.
Yeah.
I'll let you roll body mastery versus its power.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's...
Okay, Mercury, you go on your body, and...
Wait.
Yeah, everyone would notice just the slightest bit of black smoke come out of Mercury. And then what, you pinch your nose with a clothespin?
Yeah, the one that I brought on because trash.
Oh my lord. Okay. Mercury has closed off his body. What are you doing about your ears?
Stuffing rubber gloves in them.
Of course. This is really dumb, Westley. I hate that I'm letting you do this.
You said it's in gases.
It is, and the gas is what lets you do its thing, so you know what? Fuck it. Okay, Mercury's an empty balloon.
Renegade's just looking at him funny.
Mercury shrugs.
This night porter out here is going to pick up this shovel on the ground here, and it's gonna come over here in front of the window where Renegade is, and it's going to slam the shovel on the ground to make an incredibly loud noise in order to try and startle her, which causes the paranoia to overtake Renegade, and Renegade falls to the floor. You hear these, them coming over to Sebastian and picking him up.
Okay, definitely going to try to destroy the ones that are attacking Sebastian right now, because I don't know what they want to do with him. I don't know why they're not just straight up attacking him. I don't like it.
Okay, so you're gonna leap out and attack those two?
Yes.
Okay. Crocodile Rock jumps out of the floor, shocking 2 of the night porters that were about to pick up Sebastian. Yeah, I believe Sebastian. You're back up.
You should probably go check on Grace. You know, I just thought of something that hormone users can typically do.
Mm-hmm.
It's called breathe and expel all the toxins from our bodies.
That is a thing. I don't think that's in the rulebook, but how would you like to roll that?
Either hormone healing again or one of my air quote special moves.
It sounds like a special move roll, and I would channel a little bit of that hormone, expunge the toxins, and you notice out your fingertips a black smog starts kind of spewing out of them. It immediately wraps around and tries to go back in through your throat.
Fucker. Here's a good bizarre point. I pull out a fucking rebreather and put it in my mouth.
Ah, because Sebastian was planning on going snorkeling at Trash Island, clearly.
Yes.
Yeah,
He brought it in case Mercury couldn't stand it.
exactly.
Nice, okay.
That got pushed off the fucking boat.
Don't Stop Me Now's hands are like separated from the body. So, putting them on as gloves so I can punch stands.
And that sounds like a really good, like, one-time thing to do, just never do ever again.
Okay, so you want to put on Don't Stop Me Now over your hands like gloves
Yeah.
and punch Night Porter.
Yep. Renegade's on the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I put on Don't Stop Me Now's hands as gloves. My hands heat up so the blue parts turn red. I'm going to make myself weightless and catapult myself off the wall so I fling into this one.
Ah, okay, so super hot, special hot Mercury hands coming at... Good lord. Mercury, I need you to roll bronze versus Night Porter. Oh yeah, it can't win. You sock it in the face with your hot hands. Renegade, suddenly you're awake.
Mercury, that move scared me more than these stands could.
Mercury gives a thumbs up.
Rachel gets up. So you're saying it can't hurt me if it's already gotten someone?
Mercury gives like a pretty much thumbs up.
So then if I were to just do this... Mercury, you see We're Not Alone come out in like a pouncing motion through the tiles and go at this one in the corner.
Mercury smiles.
Yes, this one is dead.
Oh yeah,
I wonder if
Jonah.
the thing's figured out that it's being hunted instead of it hunting us.
We're Not Alone, puts its hand basically up into the thing's throat, coursing deadly medicine into its veins, and it dissolves into smoke and flies away.
Ooh, what direction does it fly off in?
Up! And as you've noticed that everything that's been hit by this, it's interesting. And Begolji, you hear another set of footsteps that wasn't there before.
How many more?
Just one set. Sebastian, the door of the research room opens. It slams open the door and tries to surprise you, so you look at it.
So does having expunged all that toxin from my body and putting the breathy thing on help at all, or?
Well, Sebastian, you look at it. It definitely forces you to look at it. That's all that happens.
Sebastian just raises a middle finger.
But Sebastian, realizing it has no effect on you, a door at the end of the room opens. And one comes out from the living room. All three of them are going to rush at you and attempt to scoop you up.
Great! Do you want to know what's still covering my body?
Oh my god, no!
Yep.
Yep. They touch me.
Mm-hmm.
Exploding hormone talismans.
So they're using their power to try and overwhelm you.
And I'm using my hormone special move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna re-roll that, cause yeah. I'll take
Oh,
that.
That's an escalation. A wash of light explodes around Sebastian as they go to try and pick him up and abduct him. And immediately as this happens, Grace gets up, and so does Shangdi.
He just pushes his glasses up, takes a deep breath from the breather, and just, no one touches me without my permission.
Grace is just gonna keep lying there. And Begolji, you're on top of the roof, yeah?
Yes. Do I see where all this smoke is going when we kill them?
You see, over top of
Yes.
the house, smoke comes from roughly the hallway, and you see little beams of light landing down at the end near this little, like, rock formation. Yeah, you see them all touch down over there.
Okay. So, like, they're just dissipating and then going immediately to that rock formation?
Pretty much, yeah. No, yeah, at the same time, another one would land over there. So 4 of them. 4 of them land over there.
I wonder what they're up to. That can't be anything good.
Slingshot can appear behind me, and I can launch. I don't know how far. Hold on.
Is Mercury still weightless? Because you could do a
I
giant
never
epic
said he
on Mercury.
wasn't.
Punch the rock worshippers.
The rock worshippers. Is anyone alerting me to the rock worshippers?
I mean, I said, look, they're doing weird stuff with the rock.
Fair enough. I'm gonna launch Mercury with his hot hand.
Oh, yeah.
Rock worshippers.
Okay, hold on, can I repeat that? I am going to launch Mercury with his hot hands at the rock worshippers!
That's a quote.
That's a quote. That's for sure a quote.
He goes, and then my action is gonna be,
No, are you healing yourself? Okay. Yeah, Mercury gets launched through the air towards the rock worshippers. Mercury, hot hands, flies through the first one, pops it, turns to smoke. Yeah, and you like do a cool pose landing on the side of this rock formation.
Hell yeah.
Begolji, you notice
Yeah.
the smoke just dissipate and land on the other side.
Is this
Okay.
rock the stand?
Yeah. I was looking at that rock, like, that's a weird rock.
Yeah, this rock looks almost like
weird-ass
it's
rock.
been moved from the ocean.
It doesn't look like a real rock. Almost like it's a prop rock that was left here on Trash Island that somebody's hiding inside of. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to drop down off of the roof. To here. Let's bring the cart to our rocks up. I'm just going to walk menacingly towards the rock.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All of the crocodiles are just snapping as they're going away.
Yeah, I was thinking it! This fucking snapping crocodiles, what the
Mercury,
fuck?
get away from that rock.
Gives a thumbs up.
There's something weird going on here.
Okay, so Jonah's gonna take one of Rosa Sharon's roses, load it into his arm cannon thingy. He's gonna step out here. Can I try to snipe one of these things?
Certainly, give me a precision roll. The rose flies at it and pierces through its eye. It pops. And then you notice another one appear over here. Sebastian in the tunnel.
So there's 3. Tries to open door. It's locked. Oh, you fucking serious?
So, here's what my idea was. I'm gonna look at this rock. Looking at it closely, does it seem fake?
Does the rock seem fake?
Yeah.
Well, how do I put this? Aquarium is the best way you could put it. It's like fake plant, fake rock, fake everything.
Alright. And then try and punch through it.
Yeah, your fist goes through it like fucking plaster. It's hollow.
I'm gonna tear it open.
Yeah, you tear it open. You see some guy laying on his ass.
Here's Johnny.
I look at the guy and I smile.
So all of the night porters around you are going to surround you in an attempt to pick you up.
I make myself heavy.
Not strong enough. These things are powerful. So they're able to lift heavy as fuck Mercury, and they start taking him towards the ocean.
Oh wow, whatever will I do?
Mercury,
The one that doesn't breathe.
You don't know that.
Something tells me that this was a short-sighted plan.
They don't know that. Renegade.
And,
Can I see
that's
that Mercury
clear-
made a hole?
Yeah, you kinda sorta see goggles in there.
And that's clearly a vampire.
Alright, this is 15 feet to the...
Mercury looks back and he's like, oh yeah.
So are you launching at it, Cat?
yeah,
Hell yeah. Woo! Mod
this is a
attack.
Hamon attack.
So it takes 10 as you just clock it on the side of the cheek and it starts melting. The man
Hello.
underneath starts writhing in agony. Mercury, you start getting pulled away faster.
Renegade like pokes her head out and looks at Mercury. You're fine, right?
I give a thumbs up.
Heard.
Begolji, menace.
Golgi, kill him.
Take this as one colony stand you do to another. Fuck right off.
You gotta do 2 damage.
shocking.
The inside of that rock is going to become a light show in a second, so you might want to look away.
Mercury looks towards it and just puts on his sunglasses more.
He's just starting to get electrocuted, like.
Are the things around me just moving faster, or are they also looking like they're being shocked?
They drop you.
In a pile of trash.
Wait, they like fall down and I just stay in the same place in the air.
Mercury like a plank in the middle of the air as all these stands ironically fall down and writhe in agony. Jonah!
Alright then. They got this. I don't need to do anything. I'll just pass turn.
Rachel's gonna come over and like unlock the door for you. Sebastian.
Yeah, bizarre point. He's not even there.
What?
The plot twist!
She opens the door and she just calls out, Sebastian, you can come in.
Oh my god, she's blind. She doesn't even realize.
Doesn't know you're not there!
He just comes around the fucking side of the building. He came out this window, and using his movement, he's just gonna come over, grab Act 2. This is going to hurt. And he's going to launch a barrage of Haman talisman spears.
Oh shit.
Ugh.
Oh. I'm assuming Begolji and Renegade get the memo to duck?
Yeah. He's just gonna aim and be like, you two are in the way. Get down.
Renegade will get down.
Wow, so rude. Is that new hairdo doing it to your brain, man?
Sebastian, you get over to the slingshot. You launch Haman spears into this rock, skewering this vampire one after the other, and he shrivels up and melts to ash. All the night porters around you melt, Mercury.
Mercury walks over. Kind of realizes he kind of looks a bit weird with a clothespin and gloves in his ears. Takes them out. Takes off the thing and goes.
You don't need to
You
breathe.
didn't even need to do that. You just did that for effect.
Yes, I did.
Ay.
Takes out the rebreather and just kind of spits to the ground and just like, no one messes with the turtleneck gang.
We're not alone taps your shoulder.
Oh, sorry about that. I win in
Rachel
a different
comes
way.
over and like leads her head out the broken window. How'd you get there?
Oh, that's easy. I went the long way. I cheated a little bit. One of Act 2 just kind of like pops out of his back, just like, yep! We helped.
I'm gonna check real quick. Is there any, like,
Yeah.
radio or anything in there?
In there, the guy was, it's odd. The man was wearing a wetsuit. Like a scuba suit. Like he swam here.
Oh boy. Hey guys, this might not be over.
What's up?
This guy swam here.
They know where we are. And that's
It's not good.
Unsettling.
concerning.
Well, Edwin assumed that we would be dead after our run-in with that whoever he was.
And as far as I can tell, you folks handled it quite well on your own. So what else could he have sent here?
Oh no. Mercury, get that rock out of here. What could be worse than what we think?
A bomb.
Well, yes, but also something that's part of Electros
Electros.
City.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the rock and then I change gravity so it goes off that way into the ocean.
It's just like extreme
If you would take a
skipping
little look
stones.
into it, Mercury, you would notice. Do you see this star pattern?
Yeah.
That's not any normal star pattern. That's a hubcap. As it goes sailing
Yeet.
off into the ocean for but 1 second. You catch a gaze looking back at you.
Ha! Called it.
That couldn't be it. You saw smoke approaching, like another
Yes.
boat.
Oh no. Oh, I just had a bad thought.
Jonah, your phone rings.
I look at the
don't like
caller ID.
It's Mercedes.
Nope.
Let it ring. Don't send it to voicemail immediately. Let it ring.
And we're gonna go to a scene on the other side of the island. Mercedes removes the blood-soaked knife and wipes it through her lips, spitting the blood out into the ocean. Vermin, she mutters. She stands there, holding an umbrella and looking out at the island in the rain. There's an excessive amount of blood dripping from her arm, as if she had taken an incredibly nasty wound. And you notice that her left hand is simply gone. This wound, however, is from a bit ago, as it's bandaged nicely. She picks up her phone again and dials your number one more time, Jonah.
Mercedes.
Jonah,
To what do I owe the pleasure?
it's not a pleasure. I have a question for you.
Alright.
I think I know your answer already, but I came out here to ask it just in case. Will you please consider not fighting against Dad?
He must be defeated.
If you go back into the city, if you fight against him, I'm positive that going down this path is going to end up with you. Just... why not just come back with me and Dad? It could be like old times.
Mercedes,
I'm sure he'd still accept you.
that man's heart is encased in darkness. It can never go back to how it was. Besides, I have a score to settle with him.
You know what that means then, Jonah.
Aye.
The next time we talk, it won't be pleasant.
Take care until then.
She hangs up.
Everyone, get ready to leave. This place is not safe anymore.
So, can I shoot the boat?
What?
Kind of picks up back to you by breathing hormone again. It's just like, I mean, that's it down in front of him. If you give me the latitude and the longitude, Renegade and I could launch a bunch of, spears of hormone at this boat Begolji saw.
Shang-Di, we should actually go back to looking for the boat that this guy came in on. It might still be nearby.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. I mean, you said you swam? Is that sure? Are you sure of that?
He
Well,
couldn't have just swam from the mainland. That's ridiculous. That's way
Well, I
too far,
mean-
even for a vampire.
he was wearing a wetsuit.
He could have walked the distance on the ground.
How could have he possibly been able to catch up with the island, though?
My head pokes around the door. What the hell just happened?
Stand bullshit.
Figured. Goes back in.
Heal yourself up, please.
In a bit. Flops on the couch and songs out.
Eh,
Hey, so we start a search then, yes?
We should see if we could at least get a visual on the boat. On the way here, I did see smoke off in the distance, but that was a week ago. It could be anywhere by now.
Wasn't it 2 weeks at this point?
It was 2 weeks ago, yes.
Come on, while we still have time.
Excuse me.
Krod's grace and gets her out of the way.
Mercury takes off the stand gloves.
That's new. What did I miss while I was unconscious?
Nothing much. Fist
Not
fighting a
much.
stand.
Ooh, you
You've
look...
taken a page from my book.
Yes, I have.
Eesh.
Rachel tilts her head. Why was there a person in a rock?
If you can't fight people who are good at fighting, you use other things to fight them. This guy was just using his stand and hiding from us so that he didn't die instantly because there are 3 Haman users in our group.
Yup.
Oh, that's right. The man was a vampire. Vampires kind of melt when they come in contact with Hamon. Let's see if we can get a visual on this boat. Look for lights.
Already trying. It's not easy getting out in the rain. You start to get a staticky image coming on the TV, and you can see at the southbound dock a very small ship heading out to sea. And you catch the glimpse of a checkerboard patterned hat.
Wait a minute, that hat. Shanti, can we get it any closer?
I'm trying the best I can.
Enhance.
Begolji, it is as you think it is. It's her.
It's a speedboat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of course, the speed wagon is on the speedboat.
Yep, of course.
A speedboat. There's no catching up to her if she's going to be driving in that.
Humor me. Give me its latitude and longitude along with the speed it's going. I
Hey,
want
a
to try to
moment.
make this
Okay.
painful.
Let's triangulate
Let's get
this
some
thing.
numbers crunching. Come on.
In we go. Pulls out a pen and paper and starts writing stuff down real quick.
I hardly think that's necessary.
Sebastian, how will knowing the longitude and longitude... latitude and longitude help you?
Oh, it'll give me a rough estimate of where it was. It'll give me its, which way it's going, the speed.
Hey,
I
and so
can-
you're saying that you know where the longitude and latitudes are just innately, or what?
I used to study a lot of maps.
I'm gonna throw the sea chart to track the island's movement at Sebastian. Just use this. We are on a moving island after all.
Mercury whispers over to Renegade and says, I feel like this is a bit excessive. What's the best that they're gonna get? They hit Mercedes and do a little bit of damage that shit then heals?
We could always stop the boat.
That's what I'm aiming for.
We're aiming for the boat.
Maybe if they're lucky, Mr. Electros is on the boat and they hit him in the head.
No. How I wish.
Oh,
He'd send Mercedes. He'd trust Mercedes enough to just send her alone.
Drew's like going back and forth, like giving him where the island should
Okay,
be.
so are you gonna actually try and hit the fucking boat?
We're gonna.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
Oh,
stupid.
Okay, I want you to roll
Come on.
precision. Here's boat.
I'm down for Hermon artillery.
You got this.
It's
I believe you.
excessively hard.
Everyone get your bizarre
Five.
points ready. Everyone get your bizarre
Wait.
points ready.
I got
No,
19 of them
I am
lined
not-
up. We could do this
I am
all
not.
day.
I am not spending a single bizarre point on this. This is so stupid.
It
Stop the
is.
boat.
But,
Always stop the
by the
boat.
way, Mercury, you might want to back up a little bit. A lot of bit. I'm going full bore.
Mercury is gonna go inside the house and meet Jonah and say, they're doing something exceedingly stupid.
Mercury, you should know from traveling with us, most of what we do is pretty stupid.
Yes, but this is stupid even for them.
What are they doing?
They're trying to hit Mercedes.
I'm trying to hit the boat.
Could Renegade do this? And since her stand is her Haman weapon, use her bronze as a plus to the attack?
This is so stupid.
I'm rubbing my head in pain.
Sebastian is going to be helping her and use his hype man ability to give an extra d6.
Guys, that's an escalation. Are you serious?
Yes!
Okay, cat roll
Okay.
again.
Do I get the hype man thing again?
Yeah.
Technically.
Oh, sorry, plus another d6.
Oh my
Another
god,
D6.
please roll a 1.
I swear to God.
Oh my god!
Oh my lord.
Can I roll this time, Cat?
We escalating up in here?
Hold on.
Is this a Begolji phone situation?
Hold on.
This is a Begolji one.
Hold on, what the fuck are you aiming to get out of this?
Double
Join the
escalation.
boat! Just join the boat! Make her
We're
take
doing
water to
double
home.
escalation right now, right
Oh
here.
my god.
We're at
Come on.
escalation.
Try us. Try us, Tally.
Okay, can I roll this time, Cat? Can I roll this time?
Okay, yeah, do it.
Okay,
3d6
come
plus
on!
4 plus 1d6.
No.
You realize the speeds and this hits!
No.
Come on! One more time!
No.
Come on!
One more.
No.
Come on! You want me to do it again, Cat, or do you want to do it? Okay, alright, alright.
If this
One,
does
two,
it
three,
again,
left.
I'm never playing JoJo's again.
Oh my god, an exploder!
You're kidding me, really?
26!
I can't beat that, can I?
Come on!
3d6.
Oh, I
Try.
can, I
Try.
can.
You can.
Humor us.
What is
So,
that? 4
how many
damage?
escalations was that is?
That's
Boat
4
go
damage
down.
to the boat.
Alright, I got it. Okay, this is really funny. Alright. So, Mercedes on a speedboat going away, feels like she's out of there, feeling real sad, right? Suddenly, Haman's spear skewers the fucking hat and takes it into the bottom of the ocean!
I'll take it. I'll
That is
take
the
it.
best.
Which means, yes, I'll redraw her without the hat.
Sebastian kind of like looks back to you know?
Sebastian just gets a feeling of, feel like my family pride is back.
Did we get him?
Oh, you got him all right.
What'd we hit? Did the boat go down?
No, the hat.
You got
You
the
got
hat?
the hat, Sebastian.
It's a good
Good.
hat shot.
Good. Fuck that bitch. She does not deserve to wear the Zeppeli pride.
It's so rude on this with this new hairdo.
No.
He's been
It's scaring
saving
me,
this
Sebastian.
bitterness for 4 years, Begolji.
Mercury crosses his arms and says, you know, I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm not.
But also, I'm really, really exhausted after being knocked out. How many times? I don't remember. He slumps into Renegade.
Who's looking at them?
We're not alone. That's probably it.
Okay.
The bat.
The bat. Have some 8 hit points.
We're not alone looks away.
The bat doesn't.
I mean, it's you, so yeah.
Come on, artillery.
You know, Mercury was looking that direction.
Good artillery moment.
Oh, I know.
Oh. Mercury kind of looks and is like, oh, so that finally happened.
I love Mercury.
I have a good line
Guys.
for you too.
Guys,
Long enough.
guys, what the hell?
I know, right?
Guys, what the hell?
Bro, that would send a message. No matter how far you run, no matter where you hide, we will get you.
That's
Can't
good.
escape us.
Mercury kind of leans back to Act 2 and he's like, yeah. Everyone knows that that was going to happen, right? That wasn't just me.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah. Well, you're the stand. How did you not know?
I have consciousness.
Okay, yeah, but it's directly tied to...
You
know what?
guys made a lot of miracles. That one surprised me.
I've come to learn that it's not miracles, it's just we do a lot of dumb shit that sometimes works out.
Oh,
We shot the goddamn hat off her head.
Hell
Sebastian,
yeah. Yes.
we roughly know the direction that the train is moving in. Let's see if we can take off Mr. Electros' mustache.
Woo!
In a damaged and battered street in East Electros. about 20 minutes south of Dreamcore. A few Speedwagon Foundation vampires can be seen feasting on the corpse of a woman in her early 20s. Suddenly, at the end of the street, the sound of hulking metal boots come in, silhouetted by the lights of Electros.
Oh shit.
The robot
hell
cracks
yeah.
its knuckles,
Oh,
and a
hell
stand
yeah.
appears to its side.
It's a damn good thing I prepared for a potential apocalypse. And to think my investors called me crazy. Dwayne, Morgan, take sniping positions on the flanks. I'm gonna go make some noise.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the lead vampire manages to turn its head just in the moment as Jorgen's stand's fist collides with its face.
Oh god.
Mr. Sandman's signature power activates.
Ora, ora, ora.
But the vampire just smiles as the fist of the stand holding its head starts shaking and trembling as if a weak and frightened child. All throughout the streets of Electros, a mist begins to roll in. The mist is calm, and the screams of terror all throughout the city start to become muffled and distant. Dream looks about, slightly on edge. Mr. Sandman starts to lose its vibrance and fades. The vampire grins wide, grabs either side of Jorgen's robot, and shoves hard, pushing the robot back into the wall with a seismic slam. The mighty force of a vampire being displayed.
Hey, what the hell is that?
And all that can be seen at the end of the street is a pair of eyes.
What the fuck?
I'm going to fucking murder them.
What? What? What?
I'm gonna fucking kill them.
What have they done to the boy?
Don't you dare disrespect my boy like this.
They gave him the funny gas.
Bizarre points, everyone.
What?
Alright,
True
okay.
heroes are Dwayne and Morgan.
Tally, you legitimately caught me off guard for the first time.
Thank you! Glad!
I am so confused right now.
That's
Yo,
the
what
point!
the fuck? What the
Bizarre
fuck?
points!
Kenzie doesn't have his sunglasses on. What's wrong with him? Richard, you threw a spear at a speedboat and hit it.
Holy
Yeah.
fucking shit.
Yes.
I'll pair
several
that
miles
in
away.
with the one that I wrote down of, so can I shoot
Oh.
the boat? I also want to give one to Begolji for his final line of, oh, let's see if we can shoot the mustache off him.
That was good. Cat timing the yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
And then
I
on
love
top of that,
It works. It works.
on top of that, them and Westley for the hot hands launch.
The hot hands
Catch
launch.
these
Hot
hands!
hands.
I want to give one to Begolji for all the interactions between him and Shanti today.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
golden.
I have one here for Duncan. How he lost his arm like a boss. How he literally
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna swing at him, and then I'm gonna swing again. Just like,
my,
oh,
first thought, my first reaction as young Begolji to losing an arm is like, oh god, my parents are gonna be so pissed.
yeah.
I also want to give another one to Begolji because S-Dog.
Yeah,
Yes,
fuck, I
dog.
forgot about
God
that.
damn it.
And then for Adam, the the Vine blood transfusion, and the getting into a shoot-off with Western Promise and
Those are
losing.
the same two that I have.
Well, then next time on Star Road Now will be session 10. Love me do.
Oh boy.
Me
It's
do.
almost over.
Yeah, 3 more
Yay.
episodes.
Yeah.